Game 1, 17 minutes. We don't talk about that. It doesn't count. We're ignoring that one. It was a mess. It was a disaster for EG.
Dark Zero versus Bat Lane. This is a farm on farm lane, but they can't do anything about it.
And what about the mid lane matchup? Lone Druid versus the Cr1t. Farm on farm, or is there kill potential? Farm on farm.
Very little kill potential. Savage Roar owns.
Bottom lane, bit of a go here onto GH with the root, Zai punching him down. And do you like this decision as well? Why have Liquid taken Miracle to the safe lane and put Matuma mid for this game? What is the matchup they're trying to avoid or they're trying to find?
Well, Lone Druid versus Cr1t. There's not that many laners that match up well versus Cr1t. I would say Lone Druid is one of the best because your bear is just so tanky and you have a lot of damage. So like Cr1t's kind of forced to do something in the lane because you're generally going to get out CS. And then yeah, this does leave the problem where you have two melee heroes versus Ursa and a Treant in the bottom lane.
I was going to say, it's looking a bit messy there for Miracle, really.
You might get a chicken kill.
Down.
Look at the chicken on EG. It's sitting right next to T3. It's chilling there. They don't want it to die. Enchantress is one of the best heroes at killing it because she has a lot of range and very fast moves to beat early in the game.
Oh, GH in trouble. In fact, as that range creep blocked him in. Oh, as he can still get around it, but nonetheless. I mean, as you said, just this double melee lane, really suffering. Arteezy and Zai keeping full control of this bottom lane.
Keep in mind, this is not the best thing for EG because they...
Oh, in mid lane. Oh, he's going to get the kill in return. At least when GH will be there for it. He tried to save himself with the Savage Roar. At the same time, though, bottom lane is also where the action's happening. Miracle being moved upon, but he does have the salve. But Sumail securing that first blood at the least there with that dive and does force a TP rotation from Liquid.
And he bought his bottle before. He had enough time to do so.
So Sumail is fine with that.
Sumail is very happy with that.
Bottom lane, he doesn't have Blade Fury. They're going to make a move onto him again. He drops down the healing ward. It's not going to save him. As the swipes stack up, Cr1t with the kill secure. As EG doing infinitely better here in this game 2 laning stage compared to game 1. Infinitely. I mean, you saw game 1, Ben.
So the root might be able to deal with him at the tower. Got that range creep.
Trying to bring Matuma man down low with the Shadow Poison, and in fact, bottom lane, the Cr1t just gets nuked down. They close in, the creeps, they can't help him out. The Purifying Flames from Cr1t. A good answer to the early game movements of the Enchantress, having that.
He's been forced to heal with his bear a couple of times already, and Kuro's looking for somewhere to gank with his Enchantress, but he can't find anything.
Talking about ganking, Zai has his eyes on the middle lane. He's wrapped around. Sumail a little low on the mana, so won't have enough for the full combo as such. Looks like Zai doesn't see a good enough opportunity for him to make a move as of yet, until at least he sees the revealing of the rest of Liquid's movements. And bottom lane, they're going to find out pretty shortly. It's Cr1t and GH ready to make a beeline straight in onto Artur. They've got the Troll Trap into the Crush, the Blade Fury as well. It's going to be more than enough to bring down Arteezy. Liquid, the successful rotation, claiming the kill onto the Ursa.
Big kill by them. I think Zai was attempting to scout it out, but he actually TP'd to the top shrine, wrapped around behind mid, dropped the ward, and he wasn't anywhere close to the bottom side of the map. I think Tree can nullify a lot of Enchantress's presence in this early game.
To slow down the force that EG's getting together here in these first 7 minutes. Mid lane is being eyed up by GH. They can get a root, could provide the chance for them to get in. In fact, he may just get the crush out. What? Right. Sumail holding back the blink. Will still get back, but Cr1t's there, ready and waiting for him with the creeps. And they claimed themselves the kill. At the same time, though, Miracle was brought down by the combination of Cr1t and Ursa. Him and Arteezy having enough lockdown to claim the kill. Mid lane though, Liquid not stopping the slaughter. They close in onto Zai. Creeps around him. Matuma, Cr1t and GH move in. And they will claim a second out of this.
Finally, Bambi has found her footing, ganking the Cr1t. That was a perfect positioning.
There could be kill potential here for EG if GH isn't careful enough.
If Tree can get his 30 hands on him, but he's way too close to the tower. Or not.
They've come a little too far away now. There we have, the root is up. He's already used the crush, using the sprint to get himself away. And in fact, the TP will spook EG. They'll back away. Mind control in with the rotation. Cr1t's there as well. See if he can grab anyone with the vacuum, but it's not going to be the case. Zai already out, as well as the rest of them, away from that tree line. And EG will avoid this rotation from the...
Also about 300 gold away on the Darkseer. So things are going to start erupting quite quickly. Matama Man probably going to go for a Midas, but I think he's the only guy that's going to go for a farming item this game on Liquid.
There's little GH trying to sort of tease Sumail away with the crush potential. Crit hiding in the trees, but I believe it was spotted out by Cr1t's neutrals as he moved them across. Crit and Zai now here looking to hold. They want to try and do something with the Sonic Wave. In fact, they just pop it straight up. Does catch Cr1t, but it's not going to be enough to kill him. GH now comes back in with a response, gets the crush, and secures the chance for Cr1t to finish off the tier 1 with the creeps. Universe comes across a little too late as he doesn't find the chance to find that lasso, and that's going to be towered down in the middle lane. Sonic Wave used to at the end of the day, getting no kill at all, and that was with EG having 4 members around the middle lane, and they couldn't stop the push from Liquid.
10 to 20 minute phase of the game revolves around.
And in fact, they found Zai here. Pop down 1 sentry. Zai holds the bat with the overgrowth, but in fact, Miracle jumps straight out of it there with the Omni Slash and the Blade Fury to force Zai away from the tree line and get themselves the kill.
I'm surprised Crit didn't cast Fate's Edict on him. I think he maybe didn't have enough range, it looked like, at that fight. Arcane Rune on Queen of Pain. Pretty decent kill rune if they want to take a team fight, but they have no catch right now with Batrider still farting out neutral camps and the Cr1t already dead.
And Liquid themselves looking to make a play up top. Arteezy, he's got backup coming. Crit is in the neighborhood. He's going to have to do something to help him out. He'll look to try and root mind control and hold him back. Arteezy pops the enrage, but Liquid, they're ready to fight this. Miracle surged up, Blade Furying as he chases down Crit. Has got the magic immunity there with the Fortune's End. So they won't get the kill immediately. Now Sumail looking to respond to this one. Jumps forward. Hasn't quite got the mana for the Sonic Wave. Now he has. As the regen rune ticks in, will jump forward again. Has he got the damage to bring these two down? Miracle still being backed up by mind control and Cr1t. Sumail, he's got to do something. Can he actually? He can't. Unless he wants to jump in even deeper, but he's got to be scared of what Liquid could have in backup. Sumail just doesn't find the chance.
Though.
Bottom lane as well, Liquid, they're finding the action. Universe will lasso the bear, but the root comes through, GH comes in with a crush, and Universe is brought down.
Most unfortunate timing, but EG's teamwork is non-existent right now. The Batrider still has not lassoed a hero, and they need more kills right now. They're losing complete control of the Dire jungle. Maybe they can get the Skuro kill though.
And they will. With the overpower and the enrage, nothing to hold back the swipes of the bear, so that's something.
He would have had enough mana to burst with the veil, but...
Look at this up top again, Arteezy getting surrounded here by Liquid. The wall is down, he's troll trapped up. Miracle still has that Omni Slash available. The ult will come through onto Artur. The damage will still tick down. The question is if EG can have the heals to offset the damage that this side of Liquid do, and they do. They'll keep Arteezy alive, and now the turnaround comes through. They'll bring down Miracle. Now they'll look for more. The root will be there to hold back Cr1t. The overpower, is it going to be there? Doesn't need it. The slow right clicks fly through as EG. They get the double for Arteezy. Sonic Wave flies through to mind control, and they'll find themselves the third. Evil Geniuses with the right response to Liquid as they get over aggressive there with the Omni Slash. A very, very big fight here for Evil Geniuses, and we will be able to catch the replay here. And indeed, it looked like Artur in a whole world of trouble, but there we have it. As you said, everything, all the heals being sent his way, and that false promise ensuring that the damage that Liquid was done was entirely counteracted by that healing output that Evil Geniuses have.
Yeah, they thought they could take a fight with a mech. I think it was a pretty good call for them. They just want to create a little bit of space so that Lone Druid can farm. But after conceding one big fight, Arteezy heads straight inside of the Roshan pit.
Let's see what Liquid can do about this. They look like they are aware of this. We'll see if Cr1t does indeed send in the creep to scout it out, and he has. So Liquid know what's up. The question is, can they contest it in time? Mind control's heading over. He does have the wall back and available. Arteezy for the time being, he's manning up. He's fully committing. He has got the back of his team. In fact, Universe jumps in, but immediately there, the crush and Omni Slash in response. He's brought down. They do finish off the Roshan. Arteezy does have the Aegis, but they've lost the bat. Liquid, can they get anything more? Miracle, surge forward with the Blade Fury. Finds Zai holds the bat with the overgrowth, but GH jumps across. He gets the crush. Arteezy response comes in, but there's the 3-man vacuum wall. Zai in trouble. The Impetus fly through, forcing Zai back up the high ground, but they have the shrine. EG will be able to keep Zai alive for the time being. Middle lane, Arteezy getting peeled away from the rest of his team. Sumail does have that arcane rune. He still has the Sonic Wave. They'll keep keep Arteezy safe. Top, Zai being kept alive by the Fortune's End. Again, Cr1t making sure that the tree has the match community to keep himself alive. And EG, they want to go back in. Samael's got the blink up. Arteezy as well with his blink dagger, ready to close the gap. And Matumba's there to make sure that they're held back. Savage Roar to put an end to that of EG's. And Evil Geniuses getting some serious momentum off that top tier fight, and now getting that Roshan and protecting the Aegis. Arteezy still has it.
Now, they still need to keep the pressure on EG. They have recovered, I would say, from the early game after that one big team fight, and they have the Roche, but still, that's not enough with these mid-game heroes.
Yeah, they want a team fight, and they're going to be searching for him. Smoke around as they move in for the high ground. GH there, maybe there to dispel it. Sprinting past them all, jump forward. They found GH. They'll get the lasso off before the crush, and GH brought down. The mech not enough to save him. Again, mind control with the 3-man vacuum walls. For the Ursa, turns straight towards mind control. The overpower Fury swipe stacking up, and mind control's gone. The Sonic Wave flies through, catches two, but the healing ward is out for Liquid. Healing them back up, and now Matumba trying to force them back with the bear. Cr1t with the creep control holds Arteezy in place. They're being careful how they move in on this one. They know that that bear's still got that Aegis. They're bringing him down, but the heals again from EG, from that overgrowth and such, and the living armor, holding them back and allowing Arteezy to be kept alive.
Far superior positioning by EG, claiming the high ground and killing their main initiator before the fight starts. That was the debut of the Radiance coming out from the Lone Druid, but it was just not enough damage versus massive heal.
Cr1t in trouble though. Will be jumped upon, crushed as well. EG on the high ground. Can they help Cr1t out? He'll false promise himself. Arteezy turning towards Miracle. Miracle still has an Omni Slash. He'll be kept alive. Be able to get himself away. Now GH jumps in, finishes off the job onto Arteezy and pops that Aegis on the side. Samael will peel Cr1t off.
Miracle's gotten to that point where he can deal with the Oracle, and I think they should have enough tools to kite the Ursa. It's still a game of whether or not Mind Control can get a big ultimate off, and if EG can counterplay it.
GH here trying to dive behind the tier 2, but Universe will be there with the counter. Pulling him back with the lasso. Arteezy moving on to GH will bring down the Slardar. Cr1t keeps himself alive with a false promise. Arteezy now turning towards Kuro. Zai and Universe getting him around on the sidelines. In fact, though, in the middle of it all, Samael jumped in, takes a full slash from Miracle.
That Diffusal blade was so fast coming out on that Yule Scepter. Oh my goodness.
Arteezy seeing if he can bring down the bear with the root. They've got a good chance, and he'll get it. Plus 300 gold here for Ursa. But they've lost two so far in this attempt to push, but they're still sticking around. Miracle closing back in onto Arteezy. Matumba looking for a potential route. The vacuum back into Cr1t. Stone there with the Centaur. They've caught out Arteezy. Arteezy down. Zai and Universe still hanging around on the sideline, but they're not going to want to jump into that, as Liquid will clean up the tier 2.
Oh, and can you guess the only hero with no deaths in this game?
The only hero that I haven't seen die, I want to say... Oh, Ben, that's a hard question.
You don't have the scoreboard in front of you. No cheating,
Owen. I'm not cheating it. Is it Mind Control?
Nope.
No. Zai?
Nope.
No?
It's Cr1t.
It's Cr1t.
I don't know how Cr1t has no deaths on Oracle.
I was going to say, to be fair, he has false promised himself a few times.
Yep, but he still hasn't died.
For sure, yeah, give him credit. Give the man credit.
He just has arcane boots and urn, and he's still not dying to this lineup. It's pretty incredible. So Roshan number 2 coming up very soon. Liquid played incredibly well from the 20-minute phase and 26-minute phase. That was the time where I thought EG would be able to get a good grip on this game, committing with the Aegis, but maybe some sort of lag coming out that caused him to lose his first Aegis is going to be...
This could be huge though. Look at this. They found Miracle with the lasso. Have they got the damage to bring down the Sonic Wave there? Miracle be kept alive. No! Finally falls. Great way for EG to start the fight, and they're not done. Arteezy blinks in, finds a second on the sideline. Purifying Flames burst down a third.
Hello,
EG finding
Orchid.
4. What a fight for them there. As instantly, Universe ready to react to the fact that GH blinked in and crushed the creeps to look to farm them. And the fact that at the same time, Ben, Roshan's up. So not only an incredibly good team fight, a Roche, an Aegis, and a Cheese, 2 Evil Geniuses, and Liquid.
This is the trade-off for Cr1t playing very well in the early game. They're like, this Oracle is a very, very big problem. Greatest strength. They didn't have a good early game, and they've been playing very well in the mid-game to come back, but they still need a little bit more. And they need to shut down any sort of map control that they get from Liquid. They need to make sure that this Enchantress has nowhere to farm. You want her to just die to like 4 hits from the Ursa into the later game. He's going for Desert, so that's definitely a possibility pretty soon. And it's at the same time, it's a little bit risky. If you lose a gem, this tree is gonna get destroyed. But at the same time, if you keep it, this tree can have a huge game because they won't be able to see him unless they buy tons and tons of dust. So she's up on Queen of Pain.
Sumail, he's got to be careful with this. His sentry has just been placed up on the cliff. So he really does not want to make a move up on it unless he has the backup necessarily. He does have Universe coming in with the grab onto Cr1t. GH with the response, gets the two-man crush. Cr1t gets bursted down. The Sonic Wave's there, now looking to jump forward for more. There'll be the surge to try and get GH back to safety, but Sumail holding him back with the Yule Scepter and following him through as well. There's going to be no stopping here from EG as they look for more. Is there anything that Liquid could do to hold them back? And it doesn't look like it. They've got to sack GH, leave him alone. Zai comes through with a punch, and EG again finding a second pickoff, with Liquid not able to respond.
An additional layer of chaos that Liquid don't want to deal with. You blink in with Shivas, and you're very unlikely going to die. Like, he has Yules to save himself, he has a ton of armor, and he has a cheese to fall back on just in case. And that's a problem because normally you're waiting for the Bat Rider lasso.
That was close there, Sumail! He blinks at the same time as GH. It looks like he may still get taken down. No! The false promise comes through. Sumail's going to be kept alive, and now with the overgrowth, EG, they're the ones ready to chase down. The wall will be dropped, but Arteezy straight into the front lines, looking to commit on the target, will be held back by the slow. Can't actually chase down Cr1t. He himself now in trouble as Mike coming to the map, focus him back towards the middle. Miracle will be nuked down. Arteezy still alive for the time being. A Crit coming in just in time with the save, keeps the bear alive. Mind Control trying to chase him down, but he doesn't have the damage. Arteezy survives. Liquid, they've lost 2, they've lost 3. Sumail going absolutely ham, but Tumaman tried for the TPI, he will make it. Will he tick out in base? It's going to be close now, he should be fine. Kuro's there as well. Seeing his extra heals were required, but what a fight for EG. And just that starting there, both Sumail and GH blinking past each other. Sumail's staying alive, and again, you've got to give a shout out to Grit. This man, false promise onto Sumail, the Fortune's End and Surge onto Arteezy, making sure that Liquid can't finish him off with the magic damage. The control's been perfect from this Oracle in these team fights.
I like the synergy between the Enrage and the Purifying Flames too, because it's pretty much a free kill without you actually having to commit the Fate's Edict, so yep. Ursa can still attack. But yeah, Crit, I would say definitely the MVP this game. His amount of saves with this little net worth is a sight to behold.
And he still hasn't died, 7-0-6.
Yeah.
And look how much money he's got. He can buy what he wants. He will go for the mech.
What a selfless
Picks it up
guy.
pretty much full up.
Also, the cores from EG have been aggressive to the point where Liquid cannot ignore them.
Oh, look at this, Liquid there. They're going to go for the smoke here. See if they can get the jump on. They find Crit. He's going to be forced away. Overgrowth there as well. Crit, he's going to be kept alive. And again, he gets off the false promise. Can they get him away? In fact, with the Yules there to hold back Miracle, it looks like Crit, he may just survive this one. He's healing up. He's going to be fine. False promise ends. He still survives. And it's Liquid that lost Cr1t. Sumail jumping forward with the Sonic Wave. Shiva's guard finds Matumaman as he looks to try and hide in the tree line. Look for the TP out, but Sumail jumps forward, has the Yules. TP is cancelled. Matumaman is taken down. EG again, and you just can't kill this Oracle.
Wow, I did not foresee first phase Oracle being this useful in this game. The amount of saves is ungodly from Crit.
Whether it's saving himself, saving his teammates.
Nice force step from, I believe, Universe to set that false promise up. Yeah. He almost died before he was able to false promise. That Slardar stun duration nerf.
And here we have it, EG taking their second melee racks on the bottom lane. Range racks to fall as well for Liquid.
That's step 1, kill him in the jump. If you don't kill him in the jump, you lose the fight.
Yeah, it really seems to be the case.
Because they committed vacuum for that. If you don't commit vacuum, it's not that big a deal. But that was, you still have to commend that play from Liquid though. Dropping the ward at the ancient spot to get vision to the high ground, fighting at the opponent's stride is a very bold move.
And look at it, they'd love to do something to try and stop EG getting the third Roshan of this game. But it's going to be so hard. Blink back from Sumail. Arteezy committing with the Enrage to the Roche. He is going to be able to find it. Picks up the Aegis. GH will jump forward. Look for some sort of a steal, but he's not going to get it. Universe quick with the lasso. Holds back the Slardar. And now it's Liquid trying to get on the retreat. But the silence there onto Mike Joe will be perched up by the Greaves. High ground Miracle trying to get himself away with the Blade Fury. Sumail though, he finishes off the second kill. Gets Cr1t. And now he's closing in for more. Miracle on the high ground trying to retreat. But Arteezy's in there with the bash, and they find the third. EG walking away with game 2. I mean, game 1 may have been a very quick victory for Liquid, but EG making sure that this one, 37 minutes, is a little slower and a lot more painful.
Trying to spam those Russian chat wheel commands. It's over for Liquid here. They have a little bit of fight left, but this fight around the Roche that they committed, like the big item spike from the Orchid that led to the miracle kill. Here they go.
They tried it. They'll get the 3-man vacuum wall into the Crow side, falling low, trying to get himself out, but again, Cr1t's there with the save. They'll drop it down. The false promise, he's going to be kept alive. RTZ will be rooted. Does, of course, have that Aegis to rely on. On the side, though, they've lost Cr1t again. RTZ again still survives. The face-eating fortune then from Cr1t, keeping him alive. He heads back to the tier 4. Liquid, they're down 3. They don't have buyback.
No one died on EG.
I mean, this is insane.
What? I don't know how Oracle kept 2 people alive there.
And here we go. On to the base, and they'll tap out. They know it's over. And what a game for EG. It's got to feel so good for them coming back after game 1 as dominant as it was for Liquid, and then giving us that tight-knit performance as a team. And as you said, it Cr1t with the Oracle plays. It was